The Zodiac Killer, the mystery that remains unsolved. He was a specter haunting California, a phantom who emerged from the fog and vanished just as quickly, leaving behind a trail of terror. He challenged investigators, toyed with them, sent encrypted messages that haven't been fully deciphered to this day. In this series, we're going to dissect the Zodiac case piece by piece. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for the best criminal analysis. For decades, the 340-character cipher, a jumbled mess of symbols and letters, taunted investigators. Then, in 2020, a team of amateur cryptographers cracked the code. Imagine the anticipation, the years of speculation finally yielding to a moment of potential revelation. But what they found wasn't a name, wasn't a clear motive. It was more like a glimpse into the mind of madness. The deciphered message was rambling, incoherent, filled with misspellings and bizarre boasts. It spoke of slavery and wanting to collect slaves for the afterlife. This breakthrough, while significant, only deepened the mystery. The Z340 cipher, while a significant piece of the puzzle, hadn't led to the killer's doorstep. The mystery, much like the cipher itself, seemed designed to taunt and torment, to keep us forever guessing. October 11, 1969, San Francisco. The city, known for its iconic Golden Gate Bridge and vibrant culture, is shrouded in an eerie silence. The night air is thick with fog, a fitting backdrop for a killer on the loose. The mist clings to the streets, creating an atmosphere of dread and uncertainty. Cab driver Paul Stein becomes another victim, shot dead in his cab at the corner of Washington and Cherry. His lifeless body slumps over the steering wheel, a tragic end to an ordinary night. Witnesses, teenagers peering out from their window, see a man wiping down the cab, calmly walking away into the night. Their hearts race as they realize they've just seen the infamous Zodiac Killer. They call the police, their voices frantic, their descriptions hurried but detailed. Every second counts as they relay what they've seen, hoping to stop the killer before he strikes again. A description is broadcast over the police radio, a bolo for a black man. The urgency in the dispatcher's voice is palpable, the city on high alert. Two officers, Don Fook and Eric Zelms, patrolling the area, spot a man who fits the description. Their training kicks in as they prepare to approach him. He's walking casually, just a few blocks from the crime scene. His demeanor is calm, almost too calm, as if he has nothing to hide. They're about to question him, to delve deeper, when a crucial detail changes everything. The tension is thick, every moment stretching into eternity. The dispatcher clarifies the description. A moment of confusion, a pause that feels like an eternity. The suspect is white, not black. The realization hits hard, a mistake that could cost lives. A simple mistake, a tragic miscommunication, seals Paul Stein's fate and allows the Zodiac to slip through their fingers. The city remains on edge, haunted by the killer who continues to elude capture. Imagine a puzzle box, small but complex, its intricate design holding the key to a chilling mystery. Each twist and turn, each hidden compartment, a step closer to unveiling a dark secret. That's the Z13 cipher, a 13-character message sent by the Zodiac Killer, a cryptic taunt that has baffled the world's best cryptographers for over 5 decades. This short string of characters has become one of the most infamous unsolved puzzles in the history of cryptography. Unlike the Z340, which was cracked in 2020, the Z13 remains unsolved, a stubborn enigma that refuses to yield its secrets. The Z340 took a team of codebreakers from around the world to finally decode, revealing a chilling message from the Zodiac. Some believe it holds the key to his identity, a name, a location, a clue that could unravel the entire case. The possibility that the Z13 could contain the Zodiac's real name has driven countless hours of analysis and speculation. Others dismiss it as a hoax, a random string of characters designed to mislead and misdirect. Theories abound. Was it a genuine clue, or just another layer of the Zodiac's twisted game? Some believe it's a substitution cipher, each symbol representing a letter. This theory suggests that, with the right key, the message could be translated into plain text. Others point to musical notation, astrological symbols, even ancient languages as possible keys to unlocking its secrets. The diversity of these theories highlights the cipher's complexity and the Zodiac's cunning. The FBI, despite its vast resources and expertise, has publicly admitted defeat, unable to decipher the message. This admission underscores the cipher's difficulty and the Zodiac's skill in creating it. Will the Z13 ever be cracked? Will it one day reveal the secrets it holds, or will it remain an eternal mystery? Will it reveal the Zodiac's true identity, or will it remain a silent testament to his cunning and cruelty? The Z13 cipher continues to taunt and intrigue, a puzzle that may never be solved. Imagine the terror, the sheer panic that would grip a city if a serial killer, already notorious for his brazen attacks, threatened to target the most vulnerable among us children. The Zodiac Killer, infamous for his cryptic letters and unsolved murders, escalated his reign of terror by targeting the innocent. His threats were not just idle words, they were calculated to instill maximum fear and chaos. His letters, often filled with cryptic messages and bizarre boasts, took on a more sinister tone. Each letter was a puzzle, a taunt to the authorities, and a grim reminder to the public that he was still out there, watching, waiting. The cryptic nature of his messages only added to the fear, as people tried to decipher his next move. He spoke of bombs, of death machines capable of causing mass casualties. The idea that he could strike at any moment, with a device designed to kill indiscriminately, was a nightmare scenario. The city was on edge, every unattended package or suspicious device causing widespread panic. One letter, sent to the San Francisco Chronicle, contained a chilling threat to blow up a school bus full of children. This was not just a threat, it was a declaration of war on the city's sense of safety and security. The idea of such an atrocity was almost too much to bear. Just shoot out the front tire and then pick off the kiddies as they come bouncing out, he wrote, his words dripping with malice. The cold, calculated nature of his threat showed a level of cruelty that was beyond comprehension. The city held its breath. Every parent, every teacher, every child was gripped by an overwhelming sense of dread. The normal routines of daily life were disrupted, replaced by a constant state of vigilance and fear. Parents kept their children home from school. The fear of what could happen was too great to ignore. Schools that were once bustling with activity became eerily quiet, as the threat loomed large over the city. Police presence was increased around schools and public gatherings. Law enforcement was on high alert, doing everything in their power to prevent a tragedy. The sight of police cars and officers became a common sight, a grim reminder of the danger that lurked. The Zodiac had become more than just a killer. He was a terrorist, holding an entire city hostage to his twisted whims. His ability to instill fear and disrupt daily life was a testament to the power of his threats. The city of San Francisco would never be the same, forever marked by the shadow of the Zodiac Killer. The Dark Tool Bag, a treasure trove of evidence lost. Lake Berryessa, September 27, 1969. Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell, a young couple enjoying a picnic on a sunny afternoon, become the Zodiac's next victims. He approaches them, his face hidden behind a chilling homemade mask, a symbol of death emblazoned on his chest. He binds them, tortures them, and ultimately leaves Cecilia dead, Brian clinging to life. Witnesses reported seeing the Zodiac carrying a black bag, possibly a doctor's bag, as he approached the couple. This bag, according to reports, contained his weapons, his restraints, possibly even more of his chilling ciphers. But here's the rub. That bag was never found. More than a disguise, the Zodiac's mask of terror, Halloween costumes, a time for playful scares, for embracing the macabre with a wink and a smile. But for the victims of the Zodiac Killer, the mask he wore was anything but playful. It was a symbol of terror, a harbinger of unimaginable violence. At the Lake Berryessa attack, he donned a black executioner's hood, a crude Zodiac symbol drawn on the front. It wasn't just a disguise, it was a statement, a way to instill fear, to transform himself into a living nightmare. The image of the masked Zodiac standing over his bound and terrified victims has become iconic, seared into our collective consciousness. The mask served a dual purpose, to conceal his identity and to amplify his terror. The Zodiac understood the power of image, the way fear could paralyze, could create a legend. The Shadow of Doubt. Did the Zodiac kill before 1968, December 20th, 1963? A young couple, parked on a lover's lane in Riverside, California, is brutally attacked. The man is killed instantly, shot multiple times. The woman manages to escape, her screams lost in the night. This wasn't just any murder, it bore chilling similarities to the Zodiac's later crimes. The modus operandi, the choice of victims, the brutality of the attack. Could this be the work of the Zodiac Killer, striking years before his reign of terror officially began? The victim in the Riverside case, Sherry Jo Bates, was a student at Riverside City College, not far from where the Zodiac would later claim his victims. The killer, like the Zodiac, used a high-caliber handgun and left behind few clues. The unsolved enigma. Will the Zodiac's identity ever be revealed? The Zodiac Killer is not just a serial killer but a historical enigma that remains unsolved. He operated with a chilling blend of calculation and chaos, leaving behind a trail of cryptic clues and unanswered questions. He craved notoriety, reveled in the fear he instilled, and then vanished into thin air, leaving us to grapple with the echoes of his crimes. Do you think his true identity will ever be revealed? Or will he remain one of the greatest mysteries in crime history? Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to support the channel with a like and subscribe for more thrilling criminal analyses.